Hi guys, I'm back with another video and my name is Annie, and on my channel I do DIYs, crafting and cooking. So if you like that kind of content, please consider to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and also ring the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. I will be uploading a video every week, so please stay tuned for that. For today, I'm going to be baking a Feijoa loaf that will be really easy to make, and I will show you step by step how it's done. Okay, let's get cooking. Today, we're going to be making a Feijoa loaf. Our Feijoa trees have been carrying so many fruit and we've got a bit of an excess, so we need to use up all the fruit. So I'm going to bake my friend a Feijoa loaf and take it over to her house. And we'll go over the ingredients for this loaf. We've measured it out. So we'll be needing 1 cup of feijoas cut and peeled. And we'll measure it out in that cup measure. We need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We need half a cup of sugar, 50 grams of butter, 1 egg, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to need a cup of boiling water, and I will show you step by step how we're going to make this. Okay, so cutting and peeling the feijoa is quite easy. You cut them in half, and that's what the feijoa looks like inside. Now we want the jelly bit, the nice sweet juicy bits for this feijoa loaf. So all we do is we take a spoon and we scoop out the fleshy bit. And then we're going to measure out 1 cup of feijoa. And that's how we'll do the feijoas until we got 1 cup worth of flesh of the feijoa. And that we will add to our recipe. So let's make a feijoa loaf. Okay, I'm melting 50 grams of butter inside a saucepan, to which I'm going to add half a cup of sugar and the 1 cup of feijoa flesh that I scooped out. And then also you're going to need 1 cup of hot water. Then you're going to simmer it for about 5 minutes, and until the sugar is nice and melted. So we'll add the sugar. Feijoa in there. Starting to look good. What I do is I just kind of mash the feijoa so that it's not such big clumpy bits. Then it will end up in the batter of the loaf anyway, and I'm going to mix it with a whisk. So it will break up anyway, but it's nice to mash it up, and the simmering will make it soften and it will mash up even more. So now I need to add 1 cup of hot water. Stir it in a bit, and then I'll bring it to a simmer and leave it to simmer for 5 minutes. Now the Feijoa mix have done simmering, and I've lightly beaten an egg. So now I'm just waiting for it to cool down slightly before I add the egg to the Feijoa mixture. While that's cooling down, I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of baking powder to 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. So those are our dry ingredients, and we're going to mix the egg into the Feijoa mixture, and then the Feijoa mixture with the egg will come into the dry ingredients. We'll mix all of that up, and we will pour it into this lined loaf tin and bake it at 180 degrees for roughly about 45 minutes. Okay, so the Feijoa mixture cooled down a little bit now, and I'm going to add the 1 lightly beaten egg and just mix that in. Just mix that up a little bit, and then we're going to add the liquid mixture to the dry ingredient mixture, and then we'll mix it all up together. Okay, let's do this thing. Now we'll just mix it all together, and now the mixture is nice and mixed, all incorporated. You don't want any lumps or any dry bits in here, so make sure it's nicely done. And now we can just pour it into our loaf tin. See, that's a very nice consistency. That's what you're looking for. There's a little bit of fruit bits in between, but that gives a very nice taste to this Feijoa loaf. You can also use any kinds of fruit that you like. I just happen to have lots and lots of Feijoas, but this will taste beautifully with blueberries, even apple or pear. So the options are endless. Now we just pour it into the loaf mold. Scrapey all of that out of there. every little bit of goodness going into your loaf. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop this in the oven, preheated at 180 degrees for 45 to 50 minutes. So I'll be back once this is nicely baked. So it's time. We're going to take the Feijoa Loaf out of the oven now. Lovely. Now, to test if the Feijoa Loaf is ready, I'm going to take a toothpick, just normal wooden toothpick, and insert it into the loaf. And if you pull it out and it comes out clean, it means it is done. There we go. So that's our Feijoa Loaf totally baked, and I will show you once it's cooled down a little bit how I just put some lightly dusted icing sugar over the top, and then it will be ready to deliver. The Feijoa Loaf has cooled down a little bit, so now I'm going to just lightly dust it with some icing sugar, and I just use a little tea sieve just to dust it, make it pretty. And that's it. That's all you need. Then the Feijoa Loaf is done. Thank you for watching my video. This was my first try to do some cooking on a YouTube video, so hopefully it was fun to watch. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.